Welcome to It's All Good with Bethany. I'm Bethany, and today we're going to share some beautiful insight, and you get to meet some of my lovely friends. Isn't that the best sound ever? Crunchy snow, frigid air. Feels good to be outside. Today's episode is really exciting for me. I've had some amazing input and feedback from some ladies. In episode 2, I received a message from somebody who had purchased her Diva Cup from me and has been struggling a little bit to use it. So she sent me a message and asked me if I could help her, and I knew that I needed a little bit of advice from some other people and some other ladies. I knew that I could throw it out there and get some awesome responses from people, because it's probably just boring listening to just me. I want to be able to share stuff that is from everybody. I mean, I get to have these conversations with people all the time, so I just thought, how awesome would that be to get a collective video that I could share. So here we go.
Hello, beautiful people. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am making this video today as a response to Bethany's video and the question that she was asked. I have a few things that I think might help your situation. I hope something resonates with you and something can help you with your discomfort that you're having. The first thing is that maybe your body is trying to tell you that you're doing too much during the time in your cycle when you are supposed to be relaxing. So women are cyclic beings. We're not like men. We can't go all day long. Every day we have a cycle, and this cycle is connected to every part of our being, our hormones, our emotions, our blood pressure. It's all connected to our cycle, and it changes depending on where we're at in our cycle. When we are at the time in our cycle in which we are supposed to be bleeding, that is when we take a step back and relax, and do some self-care and reflecting. So if you are finding that you're doing too much during this time, consider inputting a little bit of self-care into the situation. Have a bath, read a book, paint your nails, just something for you. If possible, try not to do any big projects during this time, and just take care of yourself, because that is the time that you're supposed to. Your body might be telling you that you're doing too much. The next thing is that I'm sure you're aware there are more than one size of cup. As you have had children, you're technically supposed to be using the bigger cup, but if you're finding that you're having discomfort, maybe try using the smaller one, or vice versa. If you're using the smaller one, maybe try using the bigger one. It might fit a little bit better. The last thing is I want to share how I insert my cup. I've been doing this for a little bit over a year now. The first few months were very difficult for me. It took a little bit of practice, but now I don't have any issues, no pain, no discomfort, no leaking. When I insert my cup, I don't actually do the twist method. I thought I did it for a little while, and I felt it was very uncomfortable for me, so I insert it. I do the fold, I insert it, and then I take my finger and I kind of like swish around to make sure I can feel on all ends that it is open. If not, I continue to circle and like pushing in until it pops open, and I can feel all the way around that it is. If you do use the twist method and you want to make sure that it is open, you can also swish your finger around just so you can feel that it's open on all sides. The last thing that I do after I insert it and I can feel that it's open is I do some Kegel exercises. Even though it is open, it still might not be positioned properly, and it would not leak, but it could cause you discomfort if it's not situated properly. So if you do a few Kegel exercises, it'll sit better into where it should be sitting, and hopefully that will decrease your discomfort. I hope something that I said can help, or something resonates with you. Try a few different things. If something I said doesn't help, hopefully something someone else says does. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope everything works out for you. And I hope best for you. Bye.
Hi, my name is Andrea. I was asked to chat with you today about my experience with Diva Cup. I really like my Diva Cup. It's been a great menstruation tool to have available, way to not waste things, and also kind of like a backup in case you can't get somewhere on time. I find like in my 40s that's been huge, like just the change in menstruation and flow is a lot different, so making sure that I have plenty of supplies to ensure there are no incidents has been super helpful. So I like having it for that reason. I have an adjustment, like I don't use it through the first 2 days because my flow is too heavy and the cramps are too strong for me to be able to have anything there. So I just use it after that. Sometimes I'll put it in the first 2 if I really have something going on that I can't have any issues happen. So, but then I'm usually taking some sort of pain relief anyhow. So, but for the first, I would say, even someone told me to keep trying it for the first 3 months. It might be an adjustment, and really I found that it was like 4 or 5 months before we really got the knack of how to use it, or how to turn it right, or just make sure it's right in the right spot. Yeah, I think it takes some getting used to because we're not taught to use it, I guess. So it's like a whole new thing. But I like it. I love my Diva Cup. I would recommend it to anybody. And I think that's it.
Hi, good morning. My name is Kathy, and I would like to do a video response to Bethany Ann's topic in relation to your own personal experience using the Diva Cup. So I have been a Diva Cup user now for almost a year, and initially I was in the same boat. When I first used the cup, I was unsure whether I was using it properly, how to put it in, and yes, I did feel it in there. But much like anything else, I'm sure for tampon users, after that initial feeling of it being in there, you get used to it being in there. Now I'd much rather have this inside of me than a tampon and expose myself to toxic chemicals and risks. This is sustainable, it's reusable, and super easy on your pocketbook. One-time payment and you have this for life. Now, mind you, I have 2. For one in my purse in the event that I'm caught off guard, and just one at home that I use on a regular. So, so when I first used the Diva Cup, I felt it. And again, like I said, I didn't know if I was using it properly. But I just gave it a shot. And of course it was messy the first time I used it. Again, you're getting used to something. So you're going to go through the trial and error and eventually find what works best for you. So when I'm putting it in, I like to put it in when I use the shower, and it's just easier. I squat down, give her a good pinch, and when you put it in, you let go, it pops out, and I just push on the little knobby thing here and push it directly out. I don't normally change it until the end of the day, and sometimes I prefer to just be without it to go to sleep at night, so I'm not really one to worry about leakage. So yeah, this thing has changed my life. There's no smell, no mess, easy on the pocketbook, great for the environment, and I highly recommend that you further look into it, or at least try it. The beautiful thing is these things are made in Canada. So support our local communities and support the Diva Cup, because it'll change your life. And to look for more information, you can certainly reach out to Bethany Ann and her shop at itsallgood.com. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope to hear everyone else's responses. Take care. Have a great Saturday.
So I know that everybody has a lot of stress in their lives, and I am so sincerely grateful to the ladies who took time out of those busy, stressful lives to send those videos, and to everybody else who I know wanted to send one but didn't, and the people who responded in messages, and just everybody who even just paused and thought about it and threw it out there, even if it was just in your mind for a second. And I think that's the most amazing thing that we can sort of ask for, is that as women that we're actually going to come together and help each other. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really hope that everybody gets something out of this. I know it's raw information, and you're putting yourself out there. So thank you for being part of these amazing discussions, and I hope that there's many more to come. I hope that you all have a wonderful week this week, and stay safe and stay warm. Till next time, take care.